Good morning. Good morning. It's Friday, and I've got a great weekend planned ahead of me, and I'm so looking forward to being with my North Carolina kids and spending a little bit of time with them and seeing some friends also. So I hope you've got something planned, good and fun for the weekend, and just some time to relax and sit back and breathe in what God has given you. So today I wanted to speak to the older folks, and yes, I fit into that category. Those that are 50 and above, and it doesn't have to be for them, for that group of people. So if you're younger, this definitely still applies to you. But specifically to the older folks that have been on this earth for a bit longer. And I want to ask you a question. Where are you walking out your God given purposes in your life? Where are you walking your God given purpose in your life? And Isaiah 46:4 says, promise its promises, even to your old age, even to your old age and gray hairs. I am he who will sustain you. I have made you, and I will carry you. I will sustain you, and I will rescue you. So sometimes in our old age, I could be guilty of this. I want to sit back and just not take risks, not do things that are uncomfortable, just, with the attitude of, I've lived my life up to now, and now it's time for me to just sit back and do nothing. And I have to challenge myself in that. So, but do you believe that? Do you believe that even at your old age, um, and if you have some gray hairs, do you believe that He will take care of you and sustain you and help you with that? And also, when have you held yourself back? When have you held yourself back? Job 12:12 says, is not wisdom found among the age? Does not long life bring understanding? So, as we age, we get wiser and wiser, hopefully, and leaning more into God and what His will is. And so, is that wisdom and that understanding to be just squandered away and say, well, I'm wise and I have understanding, and now I can be peaceful in my own being? Or does He mean for us to use it? Does He mean for us to use it? So, um, why do we not trust God who created us in that stepping out, in the stepping out of doing His will and what He created us to do? Why do we not trust Him to take care of it, to just do it, and us be His feet for Him? So I heard John Eldredge. He is an author, a pastor, or podcaster, and a counselor. He's John Eldredge. He wrote Wild at Heart and many others, but that's a well-known book. Says that he will just pause and ask God, where are we working now, Lord? Where are we working now, Lord? And that's a question that I say to him, and that John says to God, that says, I know you're working. I want to work with you. I want to work with you. So where are we working now, Lord? And this is a brave ask, because if we ask and He tells us, then we must do what He asks us to do. And just taking the time to be open to God and to ask Him to work in our hearts and our souls, showing you what areas you need to pay attention to and where He wants you to work. So that's a brave one. If you feel like you just don't know, just ask Him to show you. And I challenge you to do this more mature. I challenge you to do that as more mature, God-fearing, and God-loving child of His. That's who you are. If you're 50 and above, you're a more mature, God-fearing, and God-loving child of His. And have that conversation with Him. Be brave enough to ask Him and then listen to what He's telling you. So for the sake of this discussion, I want to encourage you to sort through the stuff of your heart and then use it to help those who are coming up behind you. Sort through that stuff, work through it, learn from it, and then use that wisdom and understanding to help those that are coming up behind you. And that could be within your own household, your extended family, your church family, your community, strangers. But use that understanding and wisdom that you've been given. And the things that those who spend time with can learn is wide and vast. So the things that you spend, the people that you spend time with that can be learned can be wide and vast. And most importantly, it will give them an example of pointing people to Christ. So not only are you working with them and you're giving them more understanding and more wisdom, as they grow, they'll also be learning how to do that, how to move forward, and they will work in somebody's life that is younger than them, and they will follow Christ's example because that was ultimately his example to us. So I leave you with these scriptures. Proverbs 17:6 says, "Grandchildren are the crown of the aged, and the glory of children is their parents," highlighting the positive aspects of old age. And then Proverbs 20:29 states, "The glory of youth is their strength, but the beauty of the aged is the gray hair," emphasizing the unique beauty and wisdom associated with age. That is what that is doing. These scriptures are emphasizing the unique beauty and wisdom of old age. So take these, think about them, and use that wisdom and understanding that God has allowed you to have, and train up the ones coming up behind you. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.